Welcome to our horror quiz where only the bravest dare tread. Let's see if you can spot the frights from the fakes. What year was the original Frankenstein movie released? 1920, 1931, 1945, or 2001? It's 1939. Who wrote the novel Dracula? Mary Shelley, Edgar Allan Poe, Bram Stoker, or Count Chocula? It was Bram Stoker. In which novel does the monster demand a mate from its creator? Dracula, Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, Tinder Nightmares? It's Frankenstein. In Frankenstein, the monster demands a mate from Victor Frankenstein, showcasing early themes of loneliness and companionship. What's the name of the hotel in The Shining? Bates Motel, Overlook Hotel, Grand Budapest Hotel, Hotel California? It's Overlook Hotel. Which of these actors never played Dracula in a movie? Bela Lugosi, Christopher Lee, Gary Oldman, or Rob Schneider? Rob Schneider. Stephen King's The Shining was inspired by King's own experience staying at the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. King and his wife were the only guests there one night before the hotel closed for the season. What classic horror movie features a chainsaw-wielding maniac? Halloween, Friday the 13th, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Great British Bake Off Halloween Special? It's of course The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Who directed the movie Psycho? Alfred Hitchcock, Steven Spielberg, Tim Burton, or Denis Villeneuve? Alfred Hitchcock. Which of these is not a book by Stephen King? It, The Shining, June, Pet Sematary? It's Dune. What is the main setting for the Blair Witch Project? A haunted house, a high school, a forest, a well-furnished IKEA? A forest. Which movie introduces the character of Freddy Krueger? Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, Sesame Street, Elmo's Dreams? It's Nightmare on Elm Street. What's the name of the vampire hunter in Dracula? Van Helsing, Jack Sparrow, Indiana Jones, Ghostbuster? Van Helsing. Which horror movie was based on a true story of a haunted house in Amityville? The Amityville Horror, Poltergeist, Beetlejuice, My Big Fat Greek Wedding? The Amityville Horror. What's the primary location of the movie Rosemary's Baby? An old castle, a suburban home, a New York City apartment, Airbnb's better listing? A New York City apartment. Who's the author of The Haunting of Hill House? Stephen King, Shirley Jackson, H.P. Lovecraft, J.K. Rowling? Shirley Jackson. In which movie does the antagonist have a hook for a hand? Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, The Ring, RoboCop 3. I Know What You Did Last Summer. The Exorcist was so intensely scary that some moviegoers needed Exorcist barf bags during shows, sealing its fate as one of the most terrifying movies ever. What's the name of the creature in The Creature from the Black Lagoon? Frankenstein, Dracula, the Gill Man, Larry. It's the Gill Man. Who directed The Birds? Alfred Hitchcock, Ridley Scott, Quentin Tarantino, Big Bird. Alfred Hitchcock. What horror movie features a puzzle box that summons demons? Hellraiser, Saw, The Conjuring, Barbie. Hellraiser. In Pet Sematary, what is resurrected in the Cursed Graveyard? A vampire, a werewolf, my career, pets and people. It's pets and people. Which of these movies is not based on a Stephen King novel? Carrie, The Mist, Misery, The Exorcist. It's The Exorcist. What is the profession of the main character in The Exorcist? A teacher, police officer, a priest, a magician. A priest. Who wrote The Call of Cthulhu? Edgar Allan Poe, Bram Stoker, James Hetfield, H.P. Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft. What horror movie franchise involves a killer wearing a ghost face mask? Slipknot, Scream, Friday the 13th, Halloween. Scream. What's unusual about the narrative structure of Dracula? It's written in reverse order, Dracula blogs about his experiences, it's only letters and journal entries, it's just dialogue. Only letters and journals. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho from 1960 is famous for its shower scene. It took a whole week to shoot using 70 different angles, yet it flashes by in less than a minute. This precision crafted one of cinema's most unforgettable moments. What horror movie features a haunted videotape causing death within 7 days of viewing? Poltergeist, The Ring, Videodrome, YouTube's first viral video. The Ring. Who is considered a master of suspense and directed numerous horror classics? Alfred Hitchcock, George Romero, John Carpenter, Denis Villeneuve. Alfred Hitchcock. In American Psycho, what is Patrick Bateman's day job? Investment banker, chef, police detective, professional axe sharpener. He's an investment banker. Bram Stoker's Dracula might have been born from a nightmare after eating crab. This nightmare, combined with Stoker's fascination with folklore and Vlad the Impaler's history, led to the creation of the Vampire King story. Which movie is known for the line, "They're here"? The Exorcist, Poltergeist, The Sixth Sense, When My In-Laws Arrive Unannounced. Poltergeist. What is the iconic weapon of Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th? A chainsaw, a knife, harsh language, a machete. It's a machete. In The Silence of the Lambs, who is the cannibalistic serial killer? Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Hannibal Lecter, Hannibal Barcas? It's Hannibal Lecter. What year did the first Saw movie come out introducing audiences to Jigsaw's Twisted Games? 1999, 2004, 2010, 1976? 2004. What is the main theme for the Blair Witch Project? Vampires, ghosts, a witch, lost hikers making poor life choices. A witch. Who wrote the novel The Shining? H.P. Lovecraft, Stephen King, Clive Barker, Stanley Kubrick? It's Stephen King. Jaws instilled a deep fear of the ocean. The menacing shark scared people away from beaches, making the summer of '75 notorious for a drop in swimming and a spike in shark phobia. In The Night of the Living Dead, what reanimates the dead? A witch's curse, radiation, a viral outbreak, excessive caffeine consumption? Radiation. What horror movie uses the tagline, "In space, no one can hear you scream"? Star Wars, Star Trek, The Thing, Alien? Radiation. That's a wrap on our horror quiz. Thanks for playing, and don't forget to double check those locks tonight. Hit subscribe to stay alive. I mean, to stay updated on our next quiz, if you dare.